international pub, food, English pints. Let's go try it out.
I'm Tom, I'm from Salisbury, which is in the south of England. I became a Panthers fan because I had a lot of relatives over who live in Raleigh. I went over there on holiday in 2010, just before Cam became drafted #1. Fell in love with the game, watched it on TV. I think it was one of 2 games they won against San Francisco that year, and that sort of sparked a real interest in the game and the team.
Hey guys, my name is Sam Jordan Turner. That's also my Twitter hashtag. I'm from Burton-on-Trent, which is a town about an hour away from Birmingham, in the Midlands. I became a Panthers fan because my uncle and my cousin live in North Carolina, in Charlotte, so it's a pretty easy affiliation for me. On Sunday I watch the games anywhere I can find it on the internet, and my favourite player is Luke Kuechly. I play middle linebacker for my local team, so he's a perfect role model for me.
I'm Louise, I'm from Scotland, and I became a Panthers fan really superficially. I like the uniforms, and I fell in love with the team, and I try and catch the games every week on Game Pass or Sky, and I try to travel to Charlotte or the States whenever possible.
Joe. I met Joe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Joe lived in Atlanta. So Joe lived in Atlanta. We've gone to a few games together. Yeah, we sat together in New Orleans. Your dad was here. So Joe's lived over here in London for 2 years now, almost 2 years. And it's kind of unique him being American over here with the British fans, but he's kind of been spearheading getting people together to go to the Hippodrome and stuff. He's connected with some locals over there, but just kind of talk about being an American in London, watching the Panthers, finding a spot, and then finding other international Panther fans, man.
Yeah, so as you said, I moved over a few years ago. One of my main concerns is where am I going to watch the Panthers? I don't ever miss games. So moved over and I heard about the Hippodrome, went over there and made a few friends right away, and since then we kind of expanded the group. It's been great. They always turn the games on, so it's an awesome place to watch in London. And yeah, we're trying to expand Roaring Riot over here, a little presence, and it's been great. Zach's been amazing, reaching out, coming over.
And even more than that, you brought some of your friends over. They came over for the Dallas game 2 weeks ago too.
Yeah, some of my regular fan crew. Most of them they're from all over, Finland and other places around Europe, but they'd never been to a Panthers game, and they all came over, sat with the Riot. Zach did a good time for them.
Yeah, we should.
It's really cool.
This is special. This is my friend David. David from Switzerland, yeah?
Yep.
And you've been a member since 2015 when we first launched our membership program. Fun fact, in 2015 we raised some money for the Roaring Riot trailer, and David, all the way from Switzerland, gave us $100. His name's still on the trailer, so it's nice for you to be here. So David, you're a Panthers fan in Switzerland. How did you become a Panthers fan?
I was in Charlotte in '96 because my sister has an exchange student in Charlotte.
Okay.
I saw the stadium, I saw the colors of the brand new team.
Yeah.
It was just
How did you find out about the Roaring Riot? How did you know we were around? Because you've been here the whole time since we had the membership.
Right.
How did you find out?
I saw it on the internet somewhere, and so I applied, and I was the first international member.
David's been over for a few games. It's been a couple years. He's had a new family, but look forward to getting you back, man. I'm happy to connect with you here, brother. Right, thanks for being here. So I think nights like tonight was the reason why we came over here, right? We had people flying from 4 different countries. We had people from England who live an hour and a half outside of London who made the trek down here just to hang out for tonight. And 25 people all bonded over the Panthers, all from different countries. And maybe it's a little corny, but it just kind of shows the Roaring Riot started out as a group of friends tailgating, and we've grown to have Panther fans and members in different countries who get together to hang out, celebrate the Panthers in London. So that's why we're here so far. Tons of fun. Can't wait to watch the game with all these people tomorrow, and it's been a good time so far. So we're out here at Emirates going to the Arsenal game. Ollie just handed us these passes to get into the pub that we're going to, because apparently
Home fans only.
Home fans only at the Arsenal pub. This is our credential to get in just to the bar, because we're one of the Arsenal today, I guess, yeah? We need to look into this.
Hi, my name's Ollie and I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. I got into NFL a good few years ago. We watched Red Zone in the UK, and in 2015 I decided I needed to pick a team. Week 2, Cam Newton, somersault touchdown into the end zone. I looked at it and I went, that's my guy. So that was it. I became a Panthers fan purely because of that. Obviously 2015 we had a pretty good year, so everyone called me a bandwagon fan, but I wasn't. I was there in week 2. Favourite players? Luke Kuechly. Like, how can you not love Luke? He's just one of the greatest human beings alive, as is Cam Newton, of course. So, typical Sunday, obviously the games kick off at 6 o'clock our time, so we watch the soccer during the day, so they're the early games, and then 6 o'clock, it's Scott Hansen, NFL Red Zone, 7 hours of commercial-free football, start now. Me and the missus, we're jumping up and down on the sofa, getting hyped. We get some pizza in, we get some beers, and we're up until 3 in the morning watching all the games.
So Ollie's got us here. You can see we're getting ready to go to the Arsenal. This is his favorite football team, soccer. Panthers are his favorite football team, but that's neither here nor there. But you've come over to a lot of games, and we've gone to 4 or 5 games together, right? Tell us a little, like, what can I expect here versus like coming to a Panthers game, yeah?
So you're not going to get any of the opposition fans sitting with you.
Which is good.
Fully segregated, so
Yeah.
all the Everton fans are going to be in the dark, horrible corner. All the Arsenal fans.
Which is amazing. For those of you that haven't watched EPL or been to a game, there's actual supporters section, right? Just one section for the opposing fans. There's a police barricade that separates the opposing fans from the home team. So completely separated.
So if an Everton fan was sat among us, they'd get kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's illegal.
Yeah.
All right.
And they'll get stadium bans.
Yeah. So we're excited to go check it out, man. It's a good opportunity. We're gonna have a lot of fun in there. We're gonna sit next to the supporters. Hopefully they're gonna be loud. It's not a Tottenham Arsenal game, but you know the environment should still be pretty awesome, man. We're looking forward to it.
But then more importantly, afterwards, we're going to go and watch Carolina beat Cincinnati.
I like that. Let's go. Dennis is from Bristol, which is about a 2-hour train already. 2.5. 2.5 hours? 2.5 hours on a train. Came into London today to come hang out. Read about it on the Carolina Huddle. Has a beautiful Christian McCaffrey jersey. Go Panthers.
I'm Joseph.
And I'm Brittany.
We're Panthers fans here from Cambridge, UK. I've been a Panthers fan pretty much from birth since they became a team. My father's from North Carolina, so living in Charlotte, I've always been a fan.
And I'm an Auburn fan first, and I love the Cam Newton season, so big Panthers fan now.
Watching the Panthers from the UK and any NFL in the UK is basically a lot of Game Pass, but when your local pub, like here in London's got a game on, everyone's there. Everybody's put on a jersey or t-shirt or hat or beanie, so it's a lot of camaraderie. We get a little rowdy.
Okay, so my name's Dav, I'm from London, and I became a Panthers fan when I was watching NFL for the first time, and I saw a quarterback who kept getting smashed, and every time he got up he was laughing, and I thought to myself, I like this guy.
and I tried my best, or my friends tried their best, to persuade me to support the Seahawks because they were the in team. But every time I kept coming back to this one quarterback, and that quarterback was Cam Newton, and there was no way I could support any other team apart from that team with him. And since then, I've learned about all the other players, and I love them all. Every one of them is magic. That's why we support the Panthers.
Vincent from Aldershot. Became a Panthers fan because I got into the NFL and just picked a team at random. And I mean, it's not easy being a fan over here. Like, the times aren't always great in terms of watching games, but you know, it's worth watching, and you stay up a bit late, and it's good fun.
I'm Ilona, I'm from Finland. I live in Greenwich. My boyfriend got to know about Colm. Colm introduced him to American football and Panthers, and then he just told me that basically we're fans. So that's how I became a fan.
Hi, I'm Etty, I'm from London and I live in London, and we're always here, every single week.
Colin, we're here every week. We've been coming here for 5 years now. I used to live in Carolina for 7 years. Got all my mates on board. Die-hard Panthers fan now. Yeah, she absolutely had no choice. So I've been a Panthers fan since 2005 when I moved to Carolina. I got my mate into it. All of a sudden, Panthers were 15-1, and then the girlfriends had no say in the matter. So.
Keep pounding! Keep pounding!
Hey, I'm Aaron Harmer. I run the Rain City Riot in Seattle, Washington.
I'm Zoe from Bristol, and I like Panthers because they're better than the Raiders.
Anyways, we're here in London with the Riots. We are roaring it up here and tearing it up in London.
It's the best team ever.
Go Panthers!
And there, I'm James, originally from Winston-Salem. Shout out to the Camel City Riot. I know you guys are watching back home. Here for the year, finishing up my master's degree in London. I've been here for the past year watching everybody at the Hippodrome, and for a state that doesn't necessarily have the biggest amount of people, and for a franchise that doesn't have the biggest amount of fans traditionally. You know, we're not like the Redskins, we're not like the Cowboys or anything, but to see the amount of support that we have regardless is absolutely insane. Every week I come here, and at the NFL games too. I was at Vikings-Browns last year, and we own the NFC South. I saw way too many Cam jerseys for my imagination to handle, and it was just the greatest thing. And I think there are so many cool stories here that all these sorts of people have. And they get into the team and get into the Panthers in so many different ways. You wouldn't ever expect it. This guy here from Vienna, who's been a Panthers fan for like 15 years. Like, how nuts is that? Like, who from Austria would be a Panthers fan, right? So, just really, really amazing to see all the sorts of people that come through here. And hopefully, we'll get Joe a little bit more support, and we'll get an affiliate chapter going here in the UK and get the first international chapter of the Roaring Riot before too long.
Yeah! Keep come on!
We've come out to Wembley Stadium today, and despite the common London rainy weather, it's actually really cool, really pretty around here. Wembley's one of the couple stadiums that the NFL will play at when they do come to London. Certainly the most iconic here. You know, I personally don't understand why there's a segment of our fan base, or really the NFL fan base in general, that doesn't want to play in London. But to me personally, London's an amazing city. Tons to do. You know, it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to come over here and see your favorite team play in a stadium like this in front of an international crowd. And you know, for me personally, I hope it happens next year. I would be super excited about it for sure. So this is it, man. The trip's come to an end. We've made it back to Gatwick. Getting ready to head back home. Had a really great time. Met some great people. All the people from the UK, from Europe, everybody that came over. Everybody was so friendly, so hospitable. Happy that we were here. The culture around the NFL fans over here is tremendous. I mean, not just the Panther fans, but beyond, you know, all the people that were cheering for their respective teams for whatever reason. It was really cool to see. So, been a long trip. Looking forward to getting home. But you know, thank you to everybody that came out and was a part of the weekend and made it special. So awesome to see FA go off the way he did. He's really an ambassador for the, you know, not just the UK people, but the whole European people playing for the Panthers. So to see him have the game he did in London, and you know, they all went mad for him every time, and deservedly so. So that was a ton of fun too. But I guess that wraps it all up. We had a great weekend. Kevin's exhausted. I'm exhausted. We're looking forward to this long flight home, and we'll see you guys again soon.